All right, guys, welcome back to Abnormality. We thought we would take this opportunity as kind of our send-off for season 3 to get you guys a little bit of information about us and the people that work on the show as far as producing and starring on the show. So I have with me my very special guest, an amazing woman who's the greatest person I've ever known. I have to say that she's my wife. This is my wife, Claire.
Hi.
Hi. So Claire is kind of a producer of such. She's come up with a lot of great ideas. And the only question I have for you is when I first came home and I said, I want to do a TV show. What did you think?
Cool.
You thought cool?
Yeah, I thought that it's right up your alley.
Why? Why do you think it's right up my alley?
Because you like people, you like to help people. You've had... Well, we knew it was a paranormal show.
Yeah, we did know that.
So you've had experiences before that you like to share with other people, and I have as well. So I thought it was a pretty good fit.
Well, we've been married for a couple of years. Did we ever approach that subject before we got talked to about going on? Because a mutual friend came along that you had introduced me to and said, hey, let's go on a ghost hunt. Mm-hmm. Did we ever talk about it before that, or was it
We did a little bit, because you told me the story about the twins.
Okay.
And Eddie.
Yeah.
So we touched that subject a little bit, and I thought that it was really cool that we had that in common, because I've had a dream about my grandfather and his dog after he passed. Mm-hmm. So it was nice to see that there was somebody out there that was not gonna at least judge me as crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm a freak of nature. Everybody judges me. So, you've had a lot of good ideas. People don't know this about, but you came up with most of the names that we use. Abnormality was your idea. Mm-hmm. Toe Tag.
Yes.
Which Toe Tag Productions, we've kind of grown it into
a little bit.
Toe Tag Media. Mm-hmm. And as far as helping with some of the ideas of the show.
Yes.
So how do you think it's going so far? And be honest. It doesn't matter if we're on camera, and you're my wife, you have to be nice, but...
Oh, so yeah, I'm a little bit biased. I think you guys are doing great.
Yeah.
There's still a little bit of that learning curve, but as a group, I believe that we're doing quite well. And if anybody out there has any opinions or any guidance to give us, go on our Facebook page and give us suggestions, and we'll be able to.
What's been You've gone on. Sorry, I didn't mean to spray you. You've been on a few hunts. What's been your favorite part so far?
Bringing home Elizabeth.
That was pretty freaky.
That was awesome.
Season 2.
That was season 2, yes.
We did the hunt down south of here, and you brought Elizabeth. So no one's gotten to hear this story on camera, so why don't you tell us a little bit about...
So we did the hunt in this establishment, and at the very end of the hunt, we all gathered together, and William said his thing about, thank you for the opportunity, talking to the ghost, thank you for the opportunity, and please don't follow us. Well, that night...
Apparently they didn't listen.
One of them didn't listen.
Must have been a teenager.
I think she was.
Yeah.
So that night I had a crazy dream, and I can't remember exactly what that dream was about, but I know it was really, really intense. And then the next day It
could have been gas.
It could have been.
Could have been.
I don't know.
Vapors.
I am French. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So the next day I was home alone. You were at work, and I heard a teenager talking on the phone in the living room. I was cleaning the bedroom. I think I was cleaning the bedroom. And
you were sacked out in bed doing nothing. Don't even tell me you were cleaning.
So I thought it was
The truth
Maddie.
is she sleeps till noon when I'm not there.
Sometimes.
See?
Well,
that's why you've got this going on with the bright eyes, and I'm over here just like half asleep.
And coffee helps.
Yeah, that helps.
I heard a teenager talking. It sounded like she was talking on the phone. So I thought Maddie had,
come home.
Maddie had come home, forgetting something in her bedroom. So I was like, "Hey, Maddie, what are you doing here?" And looked around, and there was nobody.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, interesting," and just left it at that. And then the next day, I had another episode where I heard a teenage girl talking, and then turned around, and there was
And that wasn't even at
nothing.
home. That was at work.
No, both of them were at home.
Oh, both were at home?
Yeah, both of them were at home.
Nothing at work? I thought you had said something about work.
No. So
Yeah.
3 instances, all of them at home, and then we found out from William that 2 other women had the same kind of experience, So there was this one teenager that kept jumping between us three ladies.
Well, didn't he also say something about it?
He
at his
said
house?
to.
He had something creepy.
Yes, he did.
The garage door like popped open in the middle of the night, and his
Yeah.
friend from overseas that he's talked to us about, he has a really close connection with. They'll oftentimes call each other when they feel something
That's right.
going on with the other person overseas,
And he
they'll
could feel
call.
something.
And he could feel something going on. And he call it. That'd be crazy. It's
Yeah.
like twins from thousands of miles away.
Yeah. So William, later on, we talked to him, and he said her name is Elizabeth, and all you have to do is tell her, Elizabeth, not today. I don't feel like it. Just go home.
Yeah.
I did that a couple of times, and nothing ever since.
Yeah. So it was a good experience. So you want to learn
That
more.
was a lot of fun.
What do you think you have to, what do you bring to the team as far as when we start going on hunts and getting on location more? What do you bring?
Sexiness? No, I'm kidding.
Wow. Jump right in there. She's right, though.
Being part of the team and keeping everybody together.
Nothing scares you?
And no.
Yeah, no, you've seen me getting out of the shower, so I know nothing scares you. Yeah, you haven't flinched once. And we've had some creepy stuff go on.
Yeah.
And you're always
the
like
last
right next to
location was
me.
pretty creepy. No, I think it's fascinating. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. So you're hoping to see more, learn more.
Yeah, I want to feel something. I've heard about that cemetery where the witch grabs you, and I'm like, I can't wait.
Whip.
I want to be able to
Okay.
have somebody touch me and feel that. That'd be great. A ghost.
I got
Ghost.
that. Oh, ghost. Okay, I misunderstood a little bit. Okay. So yeah.
How about you? What do you like the best?
I think I just like the opportunity. It's a break of the monotony that is our life. As we have, I think we talk about this on the regular basis, that we have so much going on in our life with all the kids, the jobs, the shows. It's nonstop with the business and trying to buy a house. That it's a great break to the monotony, because I can sit here and exist in this world, and it's different than what we deal with outside.
And also, you love to help people. So
Yeah.
when people come to you and say, hey, I've had an experience,
Yeah.
something is happening, we can connect them to
And I see
William.
that being kind of the next progression is, because we've kind of banded together to make a new group and kind of started our own thing. And I think
Absolutely.
that once our name gets out there, because a few people here and there recognize me and stuff from, seeing stuff or the newspaper article, or but when people start reaching out to us more with problems and wanting us to help, that's going to be a lot of fun.
I agree.
But I got to be honest. I mean, when I first started this, even without the hunts and all of those things, just learning the experience of being here in the studio and creating something that's ours. Because Kent and I sit down, as you know from watching the first two seasons, from when we had other people that were with us, and then Kent and I, a lot of us just sitting here sharing our ideas and experiences. It's almost like this is our workspace.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I realized that season 3 is really going to change that, because we're going to be out in the field more and be less in
You
here.
need to be out there.
And with your help with all the creativity stuff, because I finally got my iPhone down.
Oh,
But
good.
I think I've got a good handle on the electronics, but I think I'm going to let you go ahead and take care of the computer stuff
Absolutely.
from here on out.
Yeah, we're, Christina and I were more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
You're the face.
But oh God.
You're the
scary
face and the voice.
Well, it kind of goes with it. We're paranormal, scary stuff. My face. It just kind of works. And Kent, he's really scary looking.
Is it really? Yeah.
you
Well, yeah, I
think?
kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
little bit.
he's a little bit creepy looking. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm great. It's great that I have a partner that's happy about it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. And season 3 is gonna be good times.
I agree.
So,
I'm excited.
do you like this camera stuff? Do you like being here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like about it?
It's fun being able to voice out our opinions and be able to help people.
Nobody can shut us up because we just keep talking and it records.
Pretty much, yeah. That's
Say
it.
whatever we want. So it'll be a lot of fun. So maybe you'll be on camera more and out in the field with us.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Guys, that's me, Big Tony, my wife Claire. We'll see you guys next time on Abnormality.
We'll see you soon.
Hey guys, I'm Kent, co-host of Abnormality. This is my wife Christina. She is not on camera a lot because she's the one pushing the buttons and making all the magic happen in the back, but I got her on camera to kind of explain to you guys out there how and what she does is why it's so important, and kind of get her opinion on her favorite time so far and what she looks forward to seeing. So with that, go ahead.
Oh, where do I begin? So my favorite part is staying in the control room and telling this one and his host what to do.
Why is that?
because it's fun.
Okay. So what would you
Because
say?
it's something I'm good at.
Yeah. But okay, so from where Abnormality began back in January, kind of explain like the trials and tribulations and everything that we've gone through and how most shows would collapse and what kept us going.
Wow. It was a rocky beginning, I know that.
Okay.
I think the group that we have now in Abnormality is what's keeping it together, and we all keep each other motivated and give everybody that push to keep going.
Okay.
I mean, it's something that we all love and enjoy doing, and I think if we continue to be that support to everybody, I think the show will go a long ways.
Okay. When it comes to Abnormality, the difference between season 2 and what we're planning for season 3, what would you say is going to be the driving force behind it with everything that's going on in all of our personal lives? What do you think would be the reason why we've decided to come back for season 3?
It's because it's something that it's what we love to do.
Okay.
You know, I mean, yeah, there was talk about whether or not if we were going to come back for season 3 or not, but, you know, like I said, it's just something we have to keep pushing. We push ourselves to do.
Okay. What are you looking forward to out of season 3 and any seasons after that?
All the on-hunt locations, on-location hunts.
Okay. So
I'm ready to get back out into the field.
yes, it's a long time coming. We got a lot of stuff, obviously planned, but we got to figure out a way to just make sure we focus on it and not get sidetracked. We can't have any squirrel moments.
I don't think that Tony's going to allow that to happen.
Well, probably not, but we'll see. And when it comes to like the planning process of have you maybe explain to them what it takes for these 5 locations? We've only given them 2, by the way. You're the researcher. Explain to them what it takes.
Well, aside from my daily job that I have, it takes time, it takes hours, it takes devotion and dedication to be able to sit there in front of a computer and research every nick and cranny of these locations that we can find, and whether it be from the paranormal side to the history side, details down to years and dates, and sometimes, they give times that it happened, and it's hard.
And then also, another thing to point out about it is differentiating between made up and truth, because there's a lot of it's
That's
the internet.
very hard.
Anybody can create anything they want, but kind of give them more of a backstory on you. Maybe what got you wanting to do what we do.
I've always had, what's the word I'm looking for? I've always wanted to experience things paranormal because, I've had things happen to me in the past. And it's just, with those experiences and whatnot, it's just something that I feel that I wanted to get out there and look into more, and, and it's interesting to learn a lot of the local locations that we've been to that we never even would have thought just driving by would be haunted, or,
Okay.
Of
the group that we have right now, that's Abnormality. Obviously, it's the 4 of us. It's pretty. I personally think it's a much better chemistry than we've ever had.
It is.
I don't know how other better way to explain it, except that not each one of us wants to have all the glory. We all share it. We all come up with ideas, and if the idea doesn't sound like it would work, none of us are afraid to say that's not going to work. We don't hold back. But to me, I'm excited for this season that we're filming.
Me too.
And I hope that everybody out there is too, because it's going to be a fun one. Anything else you can think of?
Not really. I mean, I think we pretty much covered everything. I mean, I do more than just, you know, the research and whatnot. I guess you can classify me as the director of Abnormality.
You're the button pusher. That's all you are.
The button pusher. What can I say? It's such a hard job to sit in a chair and click back and forth between cameras.
It is, especially at the rate that me and Tony talk.
Yeah, I know. You guys are like chatty Cathys. You don't know when to shut up.
Hey, we got to make a job interesting. You know, backstory on me, obviously, we've talked about it in several past seasons, but I've wanted to experience it. I have certain gifts that I would like to explore more. And as for me and Tony, you know, we've had some time off to regenerate ourselves and rejuvenate, and re-energize ourselves, and we're ready to come back out and just nail season 3, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, because it's going to be a fun one for the most part. Anything else? Come on, there's got to be something out there.
You pretty much have said it all.
Okay.
I mean, I know that lately we've met, you know, a few other people that have been interested and whatnot, that been coming down and helping us, and like the twins, you know, they can't be here as much as we can, but what time they have given us, they've, you know, been a big help.
Yeah.
And then our new friend that
Dustin.
we've just met, Dustin, I think he will be a good asset to us, you know, with his experience and whatnot, so.
Okay. How many seasons do you think Abnormality can go?
Oh, dear God.
How much time do you think we have to commit to how many seasons, I guess would be the way
As much time as we're willing to put into it.
Okay. So could you see us going more than 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something we have to put our minds to. I mean, if it's something that we all 4 agree that that's what we want to do and we want to keep it going, I mean, we'll keep going as long as we can.
Okay. Yes, there is. I know season 1 and 2 was slow developing and kind of confusing for the viewer, because there was several people, different faces. Season 2 was just me and Tony for the most part. Season 3 is going to be mainly me and Tony and Clara and Christina. A couple of other new faces might pop in here and there, but this is the core of Abnormality and Toe Tag Media, and we hope you guys will hang out with us and enjoy the ride on season 3, because we've got some good, big stuff in store.
And stay tuned for a lot of guest paranormal investigators.
Yes. So, with that being said, I'm Kent.
I'm Christina.
And you guys have a good night.